Nobody has original ideas anymore. The well has run dry, so why bother creating anything, right? Wrong. What is going on, everybody? If you're new around here, my name is Finn Badgley. I'm a commercial fashion portrait photographer and all-around content creator. And today we're talking about how you can steal like an artist. Here's the thing, when we talk about people running out of ideas or just that everything has already been done, well, it's kind of right and it's kind of wrong. Because here's the thing, I originally started thinking about this when I saw a video, I forget exactly who made it, talking about if you should copy somebody's style when you're starting out on YouTube or something like that. And here's the thing, to copy somebody directly, to take everything that they encompass and bring it to yourself, or to take one identifying factor and take that to yourself, that is blatant kind of stealing and that sort of thing. But there's a way to do this that all successful artists have, and that is what we call inspiration, also known as stealing like an artist. Here's what I mean. So if I want to take a landscape photo and I'm gonna do it on an 8x10 view camera of different national parks, you might think, okay, that is exactly what Ansel Adams did. And you'd be correct. And if I were to open every video with, "What's up, guys?" you know who that's gonna be. So if you do those things exactly, then yes, you are stealing, you are a bit of a copycat, we'll say. It gets a little more interesting than that when you're actually developing your style and figuring out your voice as a photographer, filmmaker, creative, artist, however you identify. And what I mean by this is myself, I look for inspiration everywhere, and there end up being a key couple factors that I take from that, and all these things combined make up what is my style. In the art world, dare I say, there are no original ideas since the dawn of cave drawings, basically. Everything is derived from one thing or another, and it will be until the end of time, and that is part of the nature of art. For it to say something, it almost has to be derived from something else, and even those cave drawings were inspired by real life. So it's one thing after the other, and it's not that if you take inspiration from something that you're stealing it. If you directly copy it in its form, in its execution, yes, that is copycat and that is stealing. However, if you take it, morph it into your own spin on things, if you put your own flavor to it, then suddenly you're onto something. Because as artists, we get ideas from everywhere. I look around at the world around me and I'm inspired by different things every single day. And I will take those and put it into my own work so I can say something about something. My photography, my videos, my films, etc., all of it is based off of, inspired by something that's out there. I've made photographs inspired by other photographs that take a general same idea, but I put my own spin on it to say something completely different. Or so that way people may look at the two and be like, okay, these are similar. These have a similar theme or a similar idea behind them, but they are not the same. It's these little things that set you apart. It's taking all these ideas, crafting them, twisting them, and making them your own. But in order to be able to do that, sometimes you do need to start off by copying other people's ideas. A perfect example of this, many years ago when I was starting my photography journey, I got really into composite editing and making different composites from things, and for that I would watch a lot of Flern videos and stuff like that. Shout out Aaron Nace. You don't know who I am, but I know who you are. So I would take those videos and start making my own composites, but I would be inspired by those techniques, even though a lot of them I would be directly copying, or I would do very similar shoots to what was already done, but that was just so that way I could learn those techniques, save that for myself, and then twist those over time and apply it to something different that then I could create something of my own out of. Because in copycatting these things, especially if you don't put it out there and claim it to be 100% your own, if you just take that and be like, okay, I looked at this, I learned from it, I broke down the techniques, and now I can twist it into my own style, my own flavor, and put that towards my future work, then that is how you progress as an artist. It's the same thing as why a lot of people will sell presets. It's not necessarily a cookie cutter way to edit your photos, but what it can be is a way to understand how other people edit photos. So if you look at a preset and you look at the different Lightroom tabs and the different sliders and you play with them and figure out what they do, then that understanding will actually make you become a better editor. And at first, you might be editing your photos in the exact same style, but the more you play with things, the more you learn how and why these things are being used, the more you can adapt those into your own style and create your own way of editing. And then you'll release your own presets that people will buy, and thus the cycle continues. It's a whole process of learning and teaching and learning and teaching and growing as an artistic community. So yes, there are no real original ideas out there, and everything's derived from something. And if you're copying something to better yourself, to understand things and learn, then I think that is totally okay. And I think, honestly, we should probably do more of it so that way we can learn these different techniques. Just don't go out there and claim it's your own. That's the only thing. That's when you're gonna run into some issues and maybe get yourself in hot water. But if you just use that as a point to learn and craft your own style down the road as you understand these tools, these techniques, then that's perfectly okay, and I support that 100%. So yes, no ideas are original. None of my ideas are even original. A lot of these video ideas I have come from something based off of something that somebody else has done, and I'll twist it into my own thing. And that's entirely okay. We all learn from one another, and that's how we grow as a community. So if there's anything I can leave you with, it's learn what you can, put it into your own style, and steal like an artist. With all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below and leave a comment if you want to see more of this sort of thing from me in the future. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos so you never miss an upload. Work hard, rest often, and as always, I will see you on the next one. Peace. The well has run dry.